What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel on this Sunday, almost midnight for me, where we're gonna discuss the latest updates or the latest rumors out there, or the latest debates, topics, whatever you want to call it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna keep you guys long. I know I'm late, by the way. Gonna keep it short, like 20-minute live, and then tomorrow I will do like a proper live at the usual time. So stay tuned for that as well. Before I get into it, if you're in, like the video and subscribe as usual. Now, the main topics, or like the main news of the weekend, and probably, yeah, it happened Friday, is Castagne, and I haven't been live since, so I have no idea how you guys feel about possibly getting Castagne. Now, it's been reported. Actually, am I live? I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. Actually, it has been reported today, according to Sky Italia, that it's getting very, very close. The funny thing is, or like the funny part is, at this moment in time, the only sources talking about this, and actually not just talking about it, but pushing it like, I don't want to say a done deal, but like pushing it like if it's just a matter of hours, basically, is Sky Italia. Like, there's no real story about it in the newspapers. You might say there's no story about it from Romeo Gresti and those type of Nico Schira. It's Sky Italia, it's Di Marzo, and it's Romano who are pushing basically this news about Castagne being, should I say priority, like should be like the hottest link at this moment in time. Like, he's the guy we're like, other than other names being linked, Odriozola, Home, Vasquez, we've actually engaged in talks with Leicester, and we actually got the go-ahead from the player himself. So it's strange that only those type of sources, or like only them, excuse me, and they all work for Sky Italia, by the way, that only them are actually kind of pushing the idea of Castagne is a main target, is a real target, and the club is actually pushing to bring Castagne in, basically. Now, let me know what you guys think about Castagne. I've said it in my previous video and on my daily video that will come out tomorrow. You know what it is? With Castagne, it is like this. He is the best name mentioned on that list, but it's not difficult to be the best man out of that list, because Odriozola and Home are so average. Like Odriozola is just bad. Like, Home is average, so it's not difficult to top that list, to be honest. But is it the type of player we should be going for? Now, the moment that link came out, I said he will be perfect for what Frattesi, for what Allegri wants to do. He will, but I don't think we want what Allegri wants. That's the main issue. Now, I like Castagne, and maybe I'm biased, I'll admit it, because I've seen him play over here like week in, week out, when he played like 10 minutes from where I live. And he reminded me of Lichtsteiner in the sense of, he has a big engine and he will keep going. He will keep going for 90 minutes. He will go up and down, up and down. He will give you that. That's why I liked him, and actually it was quality before he moved. At Atalanta, I thought it would be the perfect move for him. It wasn't terrible at Atalanta, but he didn't took the steps I was expecting him to take. A bit like Milan at this moment in Atalanta, who played better when he also played over here than to Atalanta. Like, the talent was there, but the steps have not been taken. Now, we went to Leicester, and he was actually good, up to last season. Last season, he was terrible. Like, no excuses, whatever. He was a disaster. So were many other Leicester players, but like, he was really poor. Like, it was comical at times, and it was like, we talked about Cuadrado or Alexandro, Leicester fans talked about Castagne. You need to keep that in mind. You know what it is? I'm not the biggest fan of the deal. Like, am I gonna go? I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, it's a no for me. Like, I want better, but we're not linked to better, and I don't think we will get linked to better. That's my main issue. That's the biggest point. He will have no sell-on value, that's for sure. But will he improve us for the next coming years? I don't know. Probably not, if I'm being honest, because last season was so bad that I think moving to a team that is already good, or there's a good base, I think he can improve or he can pick up his form. But we are all over the place. Like, it's not that he can hang his hat on a good setup or a good look ahead. Oh, we have this and look ahead. Like, it can be solid. It doesn't feel solid at this moment in time, and that's what that puts fear in me, to be honest, because I'm not sure that he can. Like, if he puts the performances in like as he did last season, it's gonna be a very, very, very long season for us as well. Because he was terrible. Like, he was absolutely terrible last season, and let me check. Now, I've seen people say, "Oh, he is." They're blaming him for Leicester going. Excuse me, for Leicester going down. It's not. It's not his fault. Leicester just terrible, in the role, and he was part of a very poor and terrible squad. That's what happened, and that's what we need to basically keep in mind. But yeah, man, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. It's a very. I want better, but if you tell me who's better, who do you want, I'm not sure about it. At this moment in time, it's still early to already close that deal. I've not seen, excuse me, enough names being linked to that position, like of quality where we can go. I'd rather have him. Oh, we're looking at him as well. It's just home. It's Vasquez. It's a terrible list. That you need to keep in mind. It's a terrible list. Like, we are picking out of the worst list in history. Let me get the comments up. Let me get the comments up. Okay. Jan is saying, also, by the way, happy birthday, Jan, because it's his birthday today. Jesus Christ. So go wish him a happy birthday. Happy birthday, and thanks for joining this depressing stream on your birthday, by the way. But he's saying, Castagne, not him, man. All players we're linked with are not bad, but not wow. As well as I don't see a plan in this mercato. I agree with that last part, and I will explain why I agree with that even more, going off the latest news. But I agree, and I know, like, I think we all could agree on the fact that we knew it was not gonna be a wow type of window, but it's like, it's even worse than not wow at this moment in time. Like, it's not we're signing an 19-year-old with potential, like maybe a Fresneda, or I might say Lavia, and you might say he costs too much. I get it, but like, these type of players were like, a lot of upset to it. We're not doing that, because according to Giovanni Albanese, Fresneda is still an option for basically the same type of money. I'd rather go Fresneda. Do you know what Castagne is? Yes. Do you believe he will be what he was a couple of years ago? Not fantastic, just okay. Maybe you think that, but with Fresneda, it's a lot of upset. Even if it doesn't work out, you can move on. If it works out, he wants to move. It's big time money for you as well. There's a lot of upset to it, and that's why I'm like, if you're gonna spend 50 million on him, then do that on Fresneda. Like, if you want a proper rebuild, do it now. But what Allegri is saying, I don't feel there is any rebuild. Like, there's no rebuild whatsoever, and I will go further in this video talking about it. It's just vibes, it's just kind of quick fixes here and there, and do damage limitations on the books, but the team will get worse, like, especially talent wise, technical ability. It will slowly just completely disappear. If we're going off the players we are being linked with, the lineup we're gonna play with, the players we're being linked with, and in the squad, it screams horrible to watch. Like, it actually does, But, Drake is saying, I wouldn't mind Parisi, but why are reports saying Junior will go off Parisi comes. One is, oh my god. Uh, I I recorded a daily video that will drop tomorrow morning, and I went off on that topic. So I'm not sure I want to go off again on this topic. I will mention it after this, after the Castagne thing, but watch tomorrow's video as well. Castagne is the best playing at right back and is decent enough. Yeah, if he gets his ways back as he did a couple of seasons ago, maybe. But at this moment in time, it doesn't feel like that. If it was back in his Atalanta days, I would have take him, but no now basically. We signed Lee Schneider when he was 27 too. Yeah, like I wasn't talking about the age, like I was talking about back then, potential wise, or like for likes. So crazy how the whole mercato is aimed to please Allegri, while every fan and big part of the management wants him out. I have no explanation for that, like none whatsoever, like none at all. Now I will touch on the Parisi and Junior link really quickly because I discussed that at length in tomorrow's video, and I agree with you. I'll put that comment on again. I have no idea, and absolutely no. And I'm not gonna blame the media because this is real, like this is absolutely real, because the media is not making this up. These are kind of good sources coming out with this. This is being pushed by the club / Allegri that we will only sign Parisi if one of Kostic and Junior leaves. And I'm like, why? You have 2 left wing backs and 1 left back we're talking about. Even in a 3-5-2, I don't want to see Junior in 3-5-2 because I know what's going to happen. It's going to happen Sevilla away. He's going to defend and you lose all his qualities, so it's pointless. And Kostic, again, he is what it is. Like, if he needs to come from further ahead to have an impact, it's gonna look ugly, like even more ugly than what it was towards the end of the season. We need Parisi, and it has nothing to do with keeping Kostic and keeping Junior. Unless the idea is, like I said, play the most ugly 3-5-2 for the rest of the season. That's the plan. Then Chiesa's also done it, and he should be leaving. And he kind of hinted to not really staying again after the game that probably nobody watched. He hinted to, yeah, I'm happy to be in training camp and work on my fitness, and then let's see. Like, he's hinting towards, I'm not sure if I'm gonna stay at Juve. And why would he? Because this is shaping up to be a 3-5-2, a very ugly 3-5-2. And if it's not gonna be 3-5-2, all these rumors makes absolutely no sense, and all the signings we're trying to do make also no sense, because Parisi has nothing to do with Kostic and Junior. The club needs to get that out of their head. Then be honest and tell the world we're selling Junior because we need the money. Period. Don't tell the fans and the media, oh, because we have 3 on the left. No, you don't. Yeah, you have 3 players on the left, but 2 are left wing backs and 1 is a left back. 1 can defend, 2 cannot really defend, but are good moving forward. Parisi is not great moving forward. He's better defensively. So I don't get what the club is trying to push here. I get why, because the money and who the coach is going to be, but it makes no sense. It makes sense for the club in regard of they paid Junior, I'm just making it up now, 2 million to get him from Chelsea. It probably will be less than 2 million, and they can get up to 25. It makes for the club a lot of sense. That's pure profit, good for the books. It makes sense to Allegri because, yeah, he will use him as a left back, whatever. He doesn't care about the qualities. He doesn't care about which qualities he will tap, about which qualities he will completely blank out. He doesn't care. So in that regard, it makes sense. Purely squad build wise, it makes absolutely no sense. Like, none whatsoever. And again, I don't want to sit here and be like, oh man, do that deal, 25 million, that's good. I'd rather sit here and be like, I want to see Junior. I want to see what he can offer. I want to see how he develops and which type of player he turns out to be, because what I've seen so far is very excited that I don't want to give it up after a couple of months. I don't. When I know on the left wing back we have Kostic, who we know who he is, and I said it when he signed. He will get the numbers. It will not look great. He will not be this man. It is what it is. It's not electric. It's not how do you want to say it? Like, it's not a constant threat. It's not something to be overly excited about when he plays. When Junior plays, it feels excited. It feels raw. It feels dangerous. It feels like fun, like actually fun. That's my biggest point. Fun, technical ability. So I agree. I have absolutely no idea why they keep pushing it, because you're not gonna sell the fans that. Like, you can't. I wouldn't mind Parisi. Oh no, sorry, I did that. Oh yeah. If you lost Ealing, go manage must be I'm smoking crack. Like, it's too early to lose these type of players. We're in a rebuild, or they claim we're in a rebuild. Then these are the players. These are the players you should be keeping hold of. You know, these youngsters. And if you want to move somebody, then you need to move Kostic, if you're being completely honest. Club is gonna work Kostic left leg till needs amputation. Jesus Christ, that's what I also thought. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like Kostic, he will probably ask to not play at one point because he just can't. Like, physically, it won't be possible anymore. At least by not letting Juve keep their shorts on for now. Normally, bend over and take it. It's still early. It's still early in the market. Let's give it a couple more weeks. So stupid. If we need to sell Junior, cause we need money, but we are giving discounts to Spurs on Kulu. Yeah, we need money, but then you sign Parisi. But I know what the club is trying to do, book wise, like value wise on the books, it's better, But then keep Junior. Like, don't spend money on Parisi. Just keep Junior. If you're telling me and the fans that it's the same thing, the positions are the same thing, then just keep Junior and don't spend the money on Parisi. If you tell me it's the same, then why will you spend that money? Why will you waste that money? Then give that money to a right winger or a striker. I don't know, a midfielder, a defender. I have no idea. Go to right back. Excuse me. If you're telling me it's the same position, why waste the money? The Junior situations remind me of killing Junior. Kingsley Coleman. Jesus, what hell? What was that? We will regret it. I believe we will regret it, because it's too soon to just say, yeah, I'll take the profit. But like, you know what it is? I'm like, isn't the club curious to see how he would develop? Like, are we the only ones being that curious about it? Are we the only ones being that excited about that? Looks refreshing on that pitch. That looks excited, that looks fun, that looks somebody who's out there not really caring about, keeping it very simple and making things happen. Like, these are the things. And I'm not saying a fan is going to pay 120 euros to watch Iling-Junior play, but these are the type of players, what they do on the pitch, that gets fans into the stadium, because it looks excited. It looks better than watching Kostic play. And I have nothing against Kostic, because I know who he is, but it looks more excited than watching Kostic play. That's just all I'm saying, That's all I'm saying. This money management at its worst. What the fuck are they doing? What next Juve is setting up? Can you put that in again? Because I don't. Reports saying Juntoli is coming at the start of July. If that happens, I think our young guys have more of an idea of future shape. I've talked about Juntoli also in tomorrow's video. He will not have an impact if he comes now, because they made a decision. Mana's gonna lead it. They're not gonna tell Mana to F off and Juntoli takes over out of nowhere. They messed that up from the get-go. I think Juntoli will join, but it will probably be for something moving forward. I think this summer is set who's gonna do their thing, basically. So yeah, that's that. High inflation in Europe, and club is giving discounts to Spurs and Levy. Yeah, I mean, they wanted Kulusevski. They were gonna pay that 5 million euro extra. Like, we are terrible at selling. We are actually very bad at selling players. Like, it's every time we're being linked with selling a player that could have a high value, I don't even want to talk about it. It depresses me, because we usually undersell, like we do. Like, even if we sell to the Premier League, we undersell, like absolutely madness. But we managed to do that as well. We managed to do that as well. So crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, 5 million saved for Spurs. Good on them. Good on them. If you ship the high earners and that way most problems are solved. Well, yeah, a lot of problems will be solved. I agree with that, but we're moving slow. We're moving slow. Remember Alexander being valued at 60 mil back in the day? Yeah, good old days. And we said no. We said no, by the way, when it was probably time to take that money. You might say he was coming off great season. Don't do it, but yeah, I mean, maybe in hindsight, but yeah, we messed up. Like we messed up on that one as well. So let's see. I'm gonna wrap this one up because I said 20 minutes. It's very late, so I'm gonna do it. But keep tabs on the channel because things are gonna happen this week. I have a daily that will come out tomorrow when I talked about Savage and all those things. So go watch that. Like this one before you leave. Subscribe, all the good stuff. And thanks for watching on this Sunday. Watching this quick update. I will be back tomorrow with a live. Same time, probably longer than 20 minutes. So yeah.